Hey everybody, I'm Ethan.
I'm Avie.
And welcome back to Ooh, That's Not It.
The podcast where we discuss
fashion, media, and anonymous confessions, and so much more.
and we decide if it's it.
Or ick. Today's special guest... Are you going to say your name?
No, you're supposed to.
No, you're supposed to say your name. Say your name.
You're the host.
It's Julius.
Say your name, Julius.
Julius.
And we today are going to be reading
AITBG.
Yes.
Am I the bad guy? Because this is a school podcast.
Yup.
So Julius, tell us like literally a 2-second thing about yourself.
Yeah.
Are you what grade are you? Don't be afraid to grab the mic. It's not gonna bite you.
I think Gojo's hot.
Okay. Julius is a senior in our media class.
Very true.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna read the first one. This one, instead of saying you are the bad guy or you aren't the bad guy, if you say it's it, you're not the bad guy, and if it's ick, you are the bad guy.
Yep.
Depending on the scenario. But anyways, that's it. AITBG for ruining Christmas and being upset. The only gifts I got from my family were joke gifts. Initial reaction. Initial response.
They got for their family or they got from their family?
For ruining Christmas and being upset, the only gifts I got from my family were joke gifts. So they ruined Christmas because they were upset about they only got joke gifts.
They're it. They're not the bad guy.
I think
Can you just grab the mic instead of doing this awkward little...
grab your face. I think there should be a middle ground here because you shouldn't ruin Christmas. There's children who are enjoying their innocent Christmas. Do you think they wanted to get you a joke gift? You don't got to be a Grinch about it. Be a grown man and fight adults. That's all I have to say.
Okay, I'm going to say that you're not the bad guy. Anyways, some background. My family likes to play pranks with Christmas and birthday gifts. It's nothing new. I, F21, as well as my 5 siblings from 29 to 37 years old. Oh, okay. Have all been pranked on our birthdays and on Christmas, and usually it's 1 or 2 gifts. This Christmas, though, I was the only person to get all joke gifts. For example, I unwrapped a MacBook from my brother, but when I opened it, it was just some chocolate, which I don't eat, so I gave it away. Honestly, good for you, girl. And the MacBook was actually given to my sister.
Yeah, that's
No. Okay, anyways. Inside a bag she wanted. So she got a bag and a MacBook? No.
I think that's
Ma'am,
just like,
I would burn the house down. I would burn it down.
I feel like that's so rude to not only, like, just... If it's different if you have the MacBook and you got it for yourself and then you gave the chocolate in the box to that person, but that you gave it to the sister and you're all playing family pranks on each other. I think that's just mean for no reason.
Imagine it was a Louis Vuitton bag.
Ooh.
Like, honestly, I would riot.
See, that's okay. Now I'm leaning a bit towards more like what is it? It?
Yeah, it.
Yeah. If I got like something really expensive or something that's going to be super helpful, and then it turns out, oh, it's, white chocolate, I think.
White chocolate's so good, though.
No.
Also, the fact that their family must know that they don't like chocolate, so that's insult to injury.
The way we're not even done half the first paragraph yet, and we're already, like, deep dive analyzing this. Analyzing? Same difference.
Analyzing.
Same difference. Another gift... What I thought was a book I put on my Christmas list was actually just the book cover put on a dictionary. I would throw it. Hardcore. When I asked my mom about the book, she told me she gave it to my sister. Ooh, no, on site.
Yeah, no, this family has it out, like, for this person. I feel really bad for them. I would start crying.
Okay. This went on with each present my siblings or parents had given me. AirPods was just a charger block. Adapter... Gift cards were used and I had 0 balance, a card with Monopoly money, and so on, totaling to about 12 joke gifts. I realized I went out of my way to get everyone something that they wanted or that they'd didn't get anything. At this point, I was bummed, so I went to the living room to watch TV with my boyfriend. At least you have your boyfriend. At least you have a boyfriend. At dinner, they were all talking about how much they loved their gifts, and when my dad asked why I hadn't said anything about mine, Ooh, no, I would immediately blow up. That's what you just leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I said there wasn't much to say. Good for you. Good for you for holding your tongue. Good for you. No. Everyone but my boyfriend laughed. Good on your boyfriend. And my mom said it was no big deal as everyone else also got some joke gifts. A Louis Vuitton bag and a MacBook's a joke gift.
We don't know if it's a Louis Vuitton
I'm just
bag.
assuming it's a Louis Vuitton bag because it seems like it'd be a Louis Vuitton
No,
bag.
but like the fact that it's like, oh yeah, well, they got joke gifts too. Yeah, but this person, the OP, didn't get anything they wanted and got teased about it when those real things got given to their siblings. So I would be pissed.
I told her we don't use that language on this podcast.
This isn't a swear.
I told her every gift I got was joke gifts, and that the one that they got was also followed by the real one. My dad told me I needed to relax as I'm making a big deal about it, and I'd have next Christmas to get the stuff on my list. I would get it if you I would get it if you're like the older sibling, but this girl is like the middle sibling because she said like 21, but she's like 29.
No. Her siblings are 29 to 37. So.
Oh, she was 21, so she's the
Yeah,
youngest.
yeah,
She's the youngest?
These are all grown people. Like this. Okay, let's assume that this dad, had a child at 20. Okay, that makes him at least 21 or 41 with her being 21. How are you gonna be 41 and plot the entire downfall of your youngest child? That's so evil. Not only that, but like,
Oh, stuff's getting good.
what? Okay,
I'm reading ahead.
but let's ask, what could she have done to warrant this?
Yeah.
Not wanting to go back and forth, I told my boyfriend I wanted to leave and we can spend the rest of Christmas break with his family and then go home. Good on you.
Yeah.
Good on you for holding your tongue and not being like this and being mature about this. Good on you. Even though you're the youngest person there. Good on you.
Clearly the most mature there.
My family got mad and told me not to go and to just stay because it wasn't serious. Burn. I left and put my phone on Do Not Disturb during the drive. As you should. 8. Served. Live, laugh, loved that. Oh, no, you're fine. That's our cameraman, Maeve.
Hey guys.
That's
thought
Maeve
someone
in the
was trying
back.
to
She's
get
our
in.
cameraman today. I left and put my phone on Do Not Disturb during the drive, and by the time we got to my BF's parents' house, I had several missed calls and texts from them, calling me names like ungrateful, sensitive, and childish. Burn that house down. Burn it. Everyone left inside.
See, I personally wouldn't take this. I'd start cooking them, just honestly. I would just start ripping into them. I mean, just like imagine that. Imagine you want this gift. It's not even
I'm
like
surprised there's no JJK reference
You don't
yet.
even. What?
Nothing. Continue.
Okay, honestly, Julius being our guest for this works so well because Julius has very strong reactions.
Okay.
Carry on.
I would absolutely tear into them. All right, I tear into my mom for giving my phone number to recruiters, even though she knows I don't want to get recruited into the army. All right, she does it on the daily. She's like the daily. I get messages. I'll go into the other room, grab my phone, and show them this dude who's been pestering me for the past 3 days. I was like, thank you, but I'm not really interested in the military, right? And then he comes back 3 days. He's like, happy Monday, man. You ready to check out some options for your future? And I leave it on red. I don't.
Okay,
I
at least
do.
he was like, at least he was kind of happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
Okay, we're getting off track. We're on a whole
Wanna
new
sacrifice your life to
story
the
time.
government?
We are on a whole new story time.
Yeah.
They said I ruined Christmas and made my parents upset because I left. You made me upset. Next question. The next day, I exchanged and opened gifts with my boyfriend and his family, and one of the gifts I'd gotten was the book I wanted. The book my mom pretended to give me.
Well,
I love
your
people like
mom?
this.
Your mom did that to you?
Yeah, the mom was the one who put the book cover over the dictionary.
That's awful.
So then the boyfriend's mom got her the gift.
I love the boyfriend's family. I love them so much that
Marriage.
yeah, that's a keeper real.
Marriage.
That's a green flag right there.
That's
that's
more
a
than a
green
green flag.
flag.
That's like a green parachute.
Because that's either that she told them that, or even though she wasn't planning to like spend Christmas with them, they still got her gifts. 1 and 2, they knew what she wanted.
I think that they were planning on it, but they're hanging out with her
Yeah.
family first. But anyways,
But still,
What are the odds that everyone like was like, you know what, I'll just get her a prank gift. Nobody, not everyone's going to get her a prank gift. So they all just like didn't
What are the
bother
odds
to
I get
check.
shushed on my own podcast?
Let me cook.
Anyways, I posted it on my Instagram story, and not even 0 minutes after posting it. 0 minutes? Put like 30 seconds or something. Anyways, no hate. All love, no hate. My sister sent a screenshot of my... How do you have all this time literally posting it? So nobody has time for that. You need to bring it back. My sister sent a screenshot of my story to my family group chat, and they basically got mad at me for leaving and telling me that I ruined Christmas over some presents. They told me I owe everyone, especially my parents, an apology because my sister spent New Year's sad because of my actions.
Your sister who got the gifts you wanted?
It was the mom who was sad.
Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry, I misread. No, I'm sorry, I'm not even done the paragraph yet. Now I just want an outside party to tell me if I'm TBG, the bad guy here. Am I in the wrong for being upset about the gifts and for leaving? After reading their messages and sitting on this for a few days, I am now feeling like maybe I was upset over nothing and need to apologize to them. No, you don't.
You're in the right.
You're it. But there's also an edit to this.
Oh, hold on, wait, let's give our opinions first, okay? First of all, you must have done something morally wrong if you're starting to feel guilt over being, like, screwed over for Christmas.
Don't read ahead.
I already read ahead. It's just like a problem for me. But, oh my gosh, this edit's gonna make me set fire to people.
Yeah, they're it.
They're it. Anybody else who says otherwise,
Yeah.
your opinions don't matter. Much
Okay.
love. Okay, edit. Gonna edit as there may have been some misunderstanding. My Christmas list didn't include expensive gifts, nor was I upset I didn't receive expensive gifts. I was merely upset because of being pranked with everything I got and being the only person who didn't get a real present, that is all. Another thing I'll address is that I didn't do anything to my family which would have warned them to doing this. The last big argument I had was with my... Hold on, let me breathe. Was with my sister... You need grammar again. Was over a year and a half ago. Good on you for not having an argument with your sister for this long. Thank you for the replies, and I will try my best to reply to comments while I'm at work. Editing once more to add, I participated in joke gifts when I was a kid. I haven't participated in the last 10 plus years because I didn't enjoy it or find it funny, which they do know. I will reply with more info if needed, and when I'm break or have time to reply, I am familiar with the term scapegoat, but truthfully, don't fully understand it, so I'll research that as well. You are not the bad guy in this situation at all.
Not the bad guy.
You have to say it.
It.
There we
not
go.
the bad guy.
Okay. Now Evie is reading this one.
Okay. AITBG for pushing a little boy over. So, I was about 17 at the time. And babysitting my younger sister who not long turned two.
Want me to read it?
No, I got
Want
it.
me to read it?
I got it. I took shush.
I'll read it.
No, I got it. I took her to a soft play area to have a little play and get lunch. But as she was playing, a little boy, who I'd said was about 8 or 9 years old, started pushing her over to take things she's playing with. As you can imagine, she's still not 100% sturdy on her own feet as an 8/9-year-old would be, because she's 2, just turned 2.
Oh, wait, hold on. So the sister's 2 years old, but
Yeah.
the kid pushing her over was 8.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Swing on it.
Whoa. Yeah, I was about to say. I'd be boxing this child.
So
Still no JJK reference. Kind of scary.
I go
A bit
over.
weird.
So I go over to the little boy and ask politely not to do that. Then he does it again. I ask around for the child's guardian, but couldn't find anyone who this child belonged to. So again, I ask politely for him not to do that, which happens multiple times, which I still cannot find the guardian. He ended up pushing her over so hard she got a bump on her head, and at this point, I'm livid. I go over to get her while he's laughing at her. So I give him a little shove. He fell in the soft play area and said, see, it's not nice when someone bigger than you pushes you over. Skip about 10 minutes later, the mother comes over screaming in my face, telling me that I assaulted her child and that I shouldn't be allowed near children
Push her
with
over
the way I treat them. That she then proceeded to call me all names under the sun.
Wait, okay, so hold on, back up. Was the 17-year-old a brother or sister?
The 17-year-old is the OP.
The what?
The OP original poster.
Yes, but are they a boy or girl?
It doesn't say.
Oh, well, that would add a whole lot more context to this. Anyways, honestly, that mom needs to get her stuff together, parent her child, and honestly, I think this 8-year-old was a bobblehead kid. Because honestly, I would have done the same thing. I would have done the same exact thing.
There's a little more. I tried explaining what had happened and that I came looking for her or someone multiple times but never found anyone. Even showed her the bump on the head, to which she replied, "Yeah, right, he did that. You probably did. I just want to know, am I the bad guy?" That mother needs to... I feel like this child, I have no context, but this 8-year-old, 9-year-old boy is in their mother's eye like a mama's boy. Like the mom's like, he can do no wrong. He's just my little angel. And I'm like not here for that. I understand like the person, the OP is 17. They are going to make mistakes. But the parent doing that is just unacceptable.
I personally think that situation could have been handled better. I feel like pushing the bobblehead over, pushing the little Funko Pop over, was probably not the best way to go about it. But what kind of messed up little action figure pushes over a 2-year-old girl, and you're 8? You're now in like the higher levels of what, elementary school? You're like what, 3rd or 4th grade? Like, you need to start pulling it together. Also,
he was laughing about it too.
Yeah, laughing about it. Also, this is a 2-year-old. How? I feel like going.
Are 2-year-olds allowed in soft play area?
But like, okay? There's a lot that needs to be behind this story for context. Like, were you with them all the time? Blah blah blah. But I think the evidence is inconclusive. I can't say it or ick. I think the mom, ick. I think the bobblehead, ick. I think that little 2-year-old, she was the it girl of the story. 2-year-old it girl, she got up from all that stuff and she kept going. And then this, oh my god, I don't even have any more action figure names to call him. No, that's like a cool one. It's giving more like, it's giving like one of those little toys that you get when you get a video game. The little
what?
Like figurine ones. Anyways, she was the it girl. She got up after this 8-year-old and she kept trying to play. It girl.
So I did just say it, but I feel like this is more of a ETBG. Everyone's the bad guy.
Except the it girl.
Except
the it girl. We need to defend her at all costs.
Okay. I want to say this. Why are you a 17-year-old taking your 2-year-old sister to a soft play area instead of watching SpongeBob at home?
Yeah.
Okay, is this like British? I've never heard of a soft play area.
Yeah, what is a soft play area? Is that like the play place at McDonald's? Because honestly, I got lost
at like
in
a
there.
trampoline park, you know how there's like the squishy cubes and stuff. I think it's kind of like that, but obviously not as deep.
You're gonna lose a child in there.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Not as deep.
Okay,
I see what you mean.
I think the mom is stupid for letting the mom of the 17-year-old is dumb for letting the 17-year-old take this child out to play. I think.
She might have been at work.
I mean, yeah, but like, why would you be like, hey, don't take the child anywhere, just stay at home, all right? I think furthermore, small dude, 8-year-old, I think he's an L. I think he's a total loser. I think we should shove him more, all right? That's my take. I feel.
Okay.
I'm silencing him. I'm sorry, guys. I know freedom of speech, but let's just not attack 8-year-olds.
AITBG for calling the police on my ex for abandoning his child at mine while his girlfriend was giving birth. So there's a lot to unpack with that one statement. Honestly, off first impressions.
Abandoning his child at mine?
That like at her house.
At mine?
Mine is like my house.
I know, but like at my house would just be better.
Anyways, off the first impressions, no.
Like short.
You're it. Off the first impressions. I, 32F, have been married to my ex, Dan. Why is that in quotations?
Because it's not his real name.
Oh. Why would you pick Dan of all names? It's kind of embarrassing. At least it's not Seth. Anyways, Dan, 35M, for 6 years before we divorced at the end of 2020 due to him cheating with Kate. Kate.
Cheating in 2020, the year of the pandemic?
You're gonna procure a new virus. Like COVID 2.0 is gonna be. Let's not. I'm ending that right now. I'm gonna start reading.
How do you get to say this?
It's my podcast. Kate and Dan have a son who is 3, which was conceived and born during the pandemic while I was under high risk, and their entire affair has cost me some of my physical health, not just mental one. After the divorce, Dan moved out from my house, and we haven't spoken since. Whoa. That was the first
That's
paragraph.
unreal.
I'm literally flabbergasted.
Hold on. You can take him to court for adultery, right?
That's if
I'm
the
pretty
divorce
sure.
you can get. I don't know
I'm pretty sure.
I don't know the full things.
I'm pretty sure it's a crime.
Anyways, it depends on the laws in your state.
Yeah.
Anyways, last week Dan suddenly dropped his son at my house without giving me any warning or leave him outside.
Do that to the kid.
This just sounds like Meet the Robinsons. Does it not?
Meet the Robinsons soundtrack goes hard though.
Oh, you're so
Another
right.
believer.
Okay,
Banger.
we're
Banger.
sidetracking. Oh my god. Anyways, leave the kid outside. He only mumbled that Kate was giving birth to their second child and needs him in the delivery room due to complications. Where are the grandparents? Because one would think if you're out here canoodling with other people, you would have somebody else to take care of them. Because if you're gonna canoodle, your kid can canoodle outside in the cold, in the rain.
I don't think that's their main focus.
That's my main focus right now. Just leave it outside. Anyways,
Don't do that to kids. Don't leave kids outside, okay?
yeah, don't leave that outside.
PSA.
Just push him.
But PSA,
No,
please,
don't push them either, Julius.
PSA, do not do anything that it is not the child's fault. That child is 3 years old. See, don't leave the child outside. Please don't abuse your children. Please don't abuse other people's children. That's kind of icky of you.
Also, like, it's not the 3-year-old's fault that its parents are doing that. Their parents are doing that.
Okay.
So, yeah.
He left before I could protest, and I have tried texting and calling him multiple times, and I have received no reply. I do not know why he thought it was a good idea, as I had plans, and definitely don't involve someone else's child. Do they have a child together?
Mm-mm.
I don't think it was said so far. But anyways, I ended up calling the police and have told them what happened. Explained it is not my child, and I haven't agreed to look after him, and his dad is not responding. They took the child, and I haven't heard anything until the very early hours of the same day when my ex calling me an
Word we can't say.
butthole. As the cops found them in the hospital and basically forced him out of the delivery room so he can look after his child, so he missed the birth of his second. Okay. And Kate had some complications, so she is in intensive care. Ooh. Okay, hold on. Did Kate choose this, or did the guy choose this? Because if he's out here cheating, I automatically assume that he's making all the decisions here.
Regardless, if you're dating someone who's cheated on someone, you should know to not expect any truth out of them or honesty.
Also, they got married.
Yeah,
They got married.
I think. Hold on. They linked up in COVID, which is already like insane as it is. Like, we got like healthcare not healthcare, like health professionals.
What is the little kid's nickname? Disease? Because they procured it during COVID.
Okay. My question is, why couldn't you just take your child with you?
I think it's like a thing.
Grandparents.
Have your kid?
No, because
Aunts, uncles.
my sister was 5 when I was born, and she couldn't come in. We had to have like a family friend.
None of my siblings were born when I was born because I was the oldest.
So you have like a phone, just like, hey Tony, can you babysit my child
Why
real
Tony?
quick? I don't know any Tonys.
Or just hire a babysitter, but
Okay,
not
Exactly.
yeah. But
Hold on,
not
let me-
the one
let me
from
get
the
back.
previous story.
Let's get it back. Also, poor Kate for being in intensive care. Childbirth is like such a hard thing to go through, and honestly, I can't even be mad at her because like if she's in intensive care right now, honestly, it's all the guy's fault. Blame it on the man. Anyways,
Also, if she's currently giving birth, like I assume the guy just sort of came and
Oh.
didn't tell her about where he was.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, it under
What do you mean by that?
some of my questions get answered here.
Wait. I'm just Julius is asking a question. So what I mean is, like, I don't think that she was aware that the child was dropped off at the ex's house.
Oh, yeah. Okay, sure.
Are you okay?
Oh, sorry, I was just
No,
waiting for
I'm
anybody.
fine.
I was just waiting for other people if they had follow-up questions that needed to be answered. He also started shouting, saying that his and Kate's parents are living at opposite ends of the country and have medical conditions,
You guys are
which
in a
mean they can't look
crisis.
after his son.
I'm on my
Okay,
way.
so it's not the grandparents' fault, and I don't think that we can say it's his fault for not asking the parents because they also are on the. I'm saying this took place in like Georgia, and the other people are in like I'm gonna say Utah because like California seems too good for
Michigan.
these. Yeah, Michigan seems like it works, or Wyoming. Anyways, let's bring it back.
No slander for the states, guys.
I have told him that he should have used his brain cells. Served.
Ooh.
Should have
cooked
used
'em.
his brain cells and thought about it in advance instead of dumping the product of his affair at my house. Oh my god, the way she's eating it up right now.
Ooh.
Served.
But you have 9 months to prepare for this, you know? Like,
Yeah.
And in
can't
advance
advance.
instead of dumping the product of his affair at my house, knowing that me and him are not civil, but was called even bigger butthole. I have mentioned this to some of my family and friends, and while some people are on my side, others are agreeing with my ex, saying I should have looked after the kid and butthole for calling the cops. No, girl.
but I feel like you still should have looked after the kid regardless, but called the cops, be like, hey, here's the situation. I'm gonna make sure this kid's all right until y'all show up, and then y'all
Yeah.
figure out what to do
Yep.
from here, because this is not my responsibility. He dropped it off without telling me. Like, honestly, in this situation, regardless, like, children are children. They can't help where they come from.
Also, this
or
child
who
was
their
3.
parents are. Yeah.
So not only is this child just got dropped off, it's also a high maintenance one.
I also think that not the bad guy because
You're it.
yeah, because honestly, like, while I agree with you guys with the cops, but I think that's what the OP did. I think the OP called the cops and was like, hey, and then the cops took the child and then went there. I think that's what happened. I'm kind of unclear about that, but like, there's no real right way to handle this situation because it's so difficult. It's such a tricky thing. Like, I feel like the OP did the right thing because, like, what else would you do? She had plans. She had places to be. And
I wanna
know,
hear
like, children, but it's like,
Kate's side
it's
of the
not.
story.
Yeah.
No. You can speak. I got something to say.
Okay, I feel like also at the end of these, we need to pick the it girl of the story. But anyways, that child didn't have anything to do with it. I don't know if Kate had anything to do with it. I can't really say if Dan solely himself is the bad guy because I want to hear Kate's side of it because at the end of the day, there are 2 parents. And Kate also was going into childbirth, so she also could have been making decisions and not being, like, knowing it because you're literally having a child be ripped out of your body.
Yeah, that shouldn't be
You're-
first,
Like,
your priorities are
so
yourself in that moment because
honestly, I don't now actually like thinking about that. I think that it's entirely his fault. Kate. I don't think Kate was the bad guy because obviously she was going through a bunch of physical trauma.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, first of all, Kate is on the other side of cheating, so I feel like we gotta mention that. There's no way that Kate is a good person based off of her willingly letting her boyfriend be or now husband, I'm going to assume, because they mentioned that, right?
Yes.
Letting him get away with that. You see, I could never date somebody who did that. You know, that's dangerous. But furthermore, I'm confused because did they ever mention anything about like him like messaging her and be like, I'm leaving my child at your house?
No.
So
No,
how
she-
do you know this child is his unless he knocked on the door and left a note or was like, knock knock, you're taking this.
She said that he was at the doorstep with the child and he mumbled something about Kate going into birth. So
Right.
he put the child there, said a little bit of this, and then ran off to go bring Kate to the hospital.
See, I would have changed my address.
Okay.
I would
Anyways,
never let this guy find me. Not after what
I
he
don't
did to
think
me
you're-
back in 2020.
I think you're
Oh
it.
my
I
God.
don't think you're the bad guy.
It-
I don't think you're the bad guy either. I think it's certainly confusing and complicated situation. It's conflicting because as much as you like hate this guy Dan, you cannot take it out on this child. And I'm glad that she didn't. I'm glad that she did the what I would consider the moral thing, which is calling people who know what to do with this sort of stuff, being the police. And I think they also handled it pretty professionally, which good on them. Uh, I'm so confused as to how Kate can do this for 3 years, and like just sit through knowing that this guy could cheat on you at any moment.
But she thinks that
But
she's
she-
it because she was the one that he cheated with.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyways, on to the next story.
Okay, I feel like this one is very good for us who
Can we get like an execution button? For,
Yeah,
like,
well,
the real ick of the story, because we got the it, you are it,
It's-
ick, and you are the ick.
we do not, but
No.
we have to
We'll
get one
get-
for
we'll
the
sort something
sooner
out.
episodes.
okay.
much I want to say, but like I'm really holding back. You look so giggly right now. Like you're so like.
Okay.
Okay.
So should this be our last story?
I want to read this.
No, I have another one.
I
That,
want to read it.
I have the
wanna read
wig
it.
one.
Can I
Remember the
read
wig one that we
wig
talked about?
Can I read the wig one?
You
since
can
guys
read
have
you
been
can
talking about
you
it?
can read the wig one.
Okay. Am I the bad guy for not coming out to my friends?
No.
We are.
No.
First of
No.
all, no, you're not the bad guy.
No.
We are three queer teens. If you're not watching like video wise, that you don't have to come out unless you're comfortable. Maybe
I have
yeah.
such a problem
Also,
with this.
sorry, but like right here.
This is so personal for me because I was outed. I hate with a passion people telling other people that they have to come out if they are. No.
And you see it in celebrities and stuff
No.
like
Anyways.
Kit Connor got outed, like basically got outed because people were saying that they were like queer baiting for being in a show where they played a queer character, and he's just a young guy. I feel like it's a horrible thing that happens.
Okay, Maeve has to say something really quick. Maeve, come. Do you want to come on to the show and say something?
No, I'm not gonna come on because I look like a bumhole. But like, can I not say that?
Just
No.
say what you need to say.
I'm so with Ethan. Like I was outed too. All three of us, excluding Avi, I assume.
Yeah.
We're outed, and it sucks. Especially when it's like in a very bad environment.
Chill out.
I'm sorry. I gotta tell you after.
Okay. It was
Oh, I assume we'll cut this back in now.
Yeah.
All right. My dad found out I was bisexual through KFC, and I'm not even lying. I'm not even lying. Okay.
Intermission story time.
I'm not even lying. Okay. So I was always kind of uncomfortable with telling my family about my sexuality because, well, my dad is like the only exception to not being right-leaning, and he's middle ground. All right. He has some controversial opinions, as old people tend to do. But I was always just kind of scared of people judging me for who I was, especially my parents, who have this big like expectation for me, and have also been like, "Oh, this lesbian on Marvel movies showed up for 3 seconds." Oh, pandering to woke people. So I have a Twitter account, right? And I have the bisexual flag behind one of my favorite characters back then. His name is Aki Hayakawa. He's from Chainsaw Man. He was my profile picture, and I had the bisexual flag behind it. Okay, wait. But I also had super bisexual as my tag.
Oh,
So my dad
how
goes
does
on
KFC
Twitter.
play into this?
I'll get to there. So my dad takes me to KFC, and I'm just smashing through these chicken wings, all right? And then I'm like, dang, this hurt in my stomach. So I tweet about it, right? And it's like 12 a.m., and I'm like, I'm haphazardly typing this, and then I'm like, dang, KFC ruined me. And I have a stomach ache, and then I go to bed, right? And then I wake up, and my dad's like, so I went on Twitter for the first time in forever. And then I was like, I'm cooked. It's over. But no, he was actually accepting of it. He didn't like make it a big deal. He was like, I'm not going to judge you for your identity with this. And honestly,
It girl.
Yeah, he's the it girl of the story.
Isn't the KFC the it girl? I was like, I thought like a KFC.
the it because it made you sick.
KFC forced me out of my closet.
I feel like that's the
Colonel Sanders told me get out of the closet.
I think that's the least sad outed story I've ever heard in my entire life.
It's so funny.
Anyways, Avi, please read.
Okay. I, 17 male, have been dating my boyfriend, 17 male, for a year.
8.
When we got together, I had never thought
I'm gonna
I was
hate
gay
you,
before.
but 8.
A lot of my friends are part of the LGBTQ community, and I felt like I had to immediately decide on a
Well,
label
with the
before I was
LGBT
ready, just to fit in with them. Honestly, I feel that, like, I know a lot of people that have struggled with labels and stuff. Even if you're unlabeled, if you're labeled, you're valid. Just want to put that out there. I told everyone in my friend group that I was very, very straight, and then I met Nathan.
Nathan?
Nathan.
Oh, I
It
thought
might
you
be
were
a fake name. Before I knew it, we were dating, and I knew that I definitely didn't understand myself before. I love Nathan so much, but my friends hate him because he's pretty popular and no one bullied him for being gay like they did with them. And if I told them that I was dating Nathan, so I just didn't come out to them. We dated for a full year before we decided we were secure enough in...
Sorry, that's the energy I was given from the very opening of this.
We
Get
were
into
secure
it.
enough in ourselves and our relationship to tell people. When I told my friends that they were all very upset I hadn't told them sooner that I was gay. I asked them why they were so concerned about my sexuality, period, and no one had an answer and they all just got pissed with me. Am I the bad guy for not coming out when I realized I wasn't straight? Not the bad guy.
No.
You were it. You're
the it girl. You ate, you served, period.
Honestly, I feel like this might be an issue in, like, the community of, like, people forcing others out. Like, I feel like it happens more often than it's talked about, and it's a real issue. And, like, we should all, like, you don't have to be out to still, you know,
Drop
be
the friends.
included.
Drop them immediately. Dropped.
I want to say this. You should never be upset at people for being more fortunate than you. I mean, there are some situations where they use it against you. But if in this situation where, you know, they don't have to worry about, you know, being hated or not, you should be happy that people don't have to go through the plights that you do, right? Like, I feel like that's a very, you know, fair thing to think.
I think there are so many people nowadays that when stuff like this happens, they're like, oh my gosh, it's so easy being gay. No, it's not. And stories exactly like this, saying that they were mad that they didn't come out sooner, these are the exact reason that this stuff isn't easy. Because for every person in any room, any queer youth in any room, there's always a fear that someone's going to find out about them and that their life's going to go to absolute HE double hockey sticks.
Okay, so where does the whole, like, forcing to come out the closet thing come into play? Because did they say that in there?
No, they weren't.
They were mad because he didn't come out to them sooner.
Okay, they were mad that. Well, you know,
You don't get the right to be mad.
No.
The end of the story.
They've been dating for like a year, I think it said. So
The friends don't get the right to be mad. That's the end of the story
friends,
for me.
Yeah. I mean, and also, like, people discover their sexuality at different times. So them saying that they were very, very straight, at this point, they still couldn't have known. You guys are young. Some people don't find out that they're, like, their sexual orientation or anything.
Some people get married and have kids, and then they find out,
Yeah.
oh, I think I like this more. Like, there's been cases of, like, 40-year-old men who are like, oh, I think I actually have liked my friend Tom for about, like, 20 years. Like, you can be married and have kids and realize, oh, I love my wife, but I also, like, love Tom. Like, I think drop the friends, get rid of them. They're the worst people on the face of this earth. Get rid of them.
we need the execution button.
Execute now.
Can I play
Off
the sound?
with her head.
Can I play the sound?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Play a sound, okay?
Wait, it's not
Okay,
loud.
make it louder.
Yep. Okay. So I have one more story that
No,
Julius is going.
I
Let
have one
let
more.
me finish. This is my podcast. You do not speak until
My
you are spoken
podcast.
to.
Shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
Don't even. It's our podcast, but when he shushes me consistently, it's my podcast, so I can yell at him about it. I have found one more. Cameraman, I have found one more that I am so graciously letting Julius read out of the goodness of my heart. Because I'm a good person.
Stop. Seriously.
Are you going to ask nicely?
Babe, put the mic
Ask
down.
nicely.
Ask what?
Ask if
Just
you
to
can
look
read the
at-
story. Ask nicely. Please. Thank you.
Wouldn't consider that nice.
All right. Am I the butthole for refusing to wear a wig to my sister's wedding?
Initial responses to the story.
All right.
Even though I didn't actually already read this. I only read the
See, I
first
should-
page
I
because
know.
we were talking about this when we were trying to find the stories. No.
I'm gonna say no. You don't need to wear a wig.
No,
Never.
I feel like it's their problem if like other people's problem if they aren't like it's not your fault. You shouldn't have to be forced to wear a wig. Like what is this?
I'm gonna be sorry with you. I thought you were gonna say yes, you are the bad guy, and I was gonna
No.
be like, we're shutting off the podcast.
No, no, no,
Thank you everybody
You're
for
not the
another
bad guy.
episode. We're shutting this off now.
Like, what's the point of like being forced to wear, a wig to this wedding?
Exactly.
Like, boo, bald people. That's like what? No.
No, there's probably
Okay,
some middle-aged
you need
men in
you
this
you need
like,
you need to read.
podcast.
We need to read this so then the
Okay.
viewers can get the
When I was 10 years old, I 17 F stands for female, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Lost all my hair and have been bald
Frederick. I-17 Frederick.
Friedrich.
and have been bald ever since. It has bothered me a lot at first, so I would always wear wigs to hide my baldness. Since about a year, I've come to accept it, and now I even think I can look pretty cute even without wearing a wig. So I started wearing wigs less and less, and since about 3 months ago, I stopped wearing them completely. Now, my older sister, 24F, is getting married in a few weeks, and she asked me if I would wear a wig to her wedding.
How dare you? How dare you?
I said I wouldn't, and she asked me to do it for her because it's a small effort on my part.
How dare you?
A small effort for being like this person clearly they mentioned they struggled with accepting it at first, and now they're okay with it and they're proud of themselves. This is like horrendous that that their sister's trying to do this.
Get rid of the sister.
Execution bun looking real
Not
tasty right
Don't
about
execute her. Don't execute her. Just emancipate yourself from the
Alright.
family.
All right.
Anyways, continue.
Wait, where was I? I refused again because I finally got comfortable with my appearance and I didn't want to hide it anymore. She told me I'm being unreasonable because it's such a small thing to do for her wedding day and walked off. Now, my parents are also trying to convince me to do this little thing for my sister. L parents, execute!
You need a knot with that voice. You need a knot with that.
To make her special, or to make her happy on her special day, but it feels like everyone's just trying to hide that I'm bald. Like,
Okay, hold on.
how
I have to
is this-
interject real quick. I get that it's your special day. Don't get me wrong. I get that. I want to have my own special day too. I get that. I want to be happy and need that people. But it's not just my day for happiness, you know? Like, it's my special day. But there's also people that deserve to be happy and feel beautiful. Because I don't want people to come. I'm not going to put on the wedding invitation. I'm going to be in a full suit, tuxedo, down, sparkles everywhere, and you guys have to wear your PGs. Pajamas. Pajamas.
PGs.
Sorry, guys. Pajamas. No. Everyone deserves to feel pretty during this day because it's a very special moment. It's a special moment for my parents, special moment for my siblings and everything. Special moment. Everyone deserves to feel pretty. Anyways, continue.
Okay. I'd understand her point if I had never gone anywhere without a wig before, and this would be the first time everyone saw me without a wig, but everyone's seen me without a wig, and everyone already knows that I'm bald, so there wouldn't be any attention stealing. Am I the butthole for refusing to honor my sister's request about wearing a wig?
No.
No,
the butthole.
no, you are not the ick. You are the it.
You're the it girl.
Be proud of yourself, all right? Your appearance is your own, and you don't need to abide by anybody else.
It is so bad that not only did the sister say this. Okay, I think if anything, your siblings should be the most supportive of you because they're there. They're on the same plane as you. They should be, if not the most supportive people out there for you. And how dare the sister even ask that?
Mm-hmm.
But then also the parents ganging up and saying that the sister was right on the wedding.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to do with that. It's giving Wendy Williams.
I also
And
Be
you had
fooled.
me fooled, Mr.
And
Spears.
you too,
and you
Mrs.
too,
Spears.
Mrs. Spears.
Death to all of them.
I also feel I want to know the fiance's opinion of this. Was it the sister's idea? I'm assuming it is, but I want to know just like how the fiance feels about this because it's also their special day.
Okay, how would we feel? How would we feel? Say that this was
Even
written,
if the fiance did want them to wear a wig, I still think no.
If
That
they
that
were
girl
written- if
do
it was
not wear
written-
the wig.
if it was written from the fiance's point of view.
They will-
Fiance's point of view, How do we feel?
Put him in a deep fryer. Put him in a deep fryer. There's no excuse. Who are you? Hey, soon-to-be sister-in-law, don't be bald. Like, what? No. Put him in the deep fryer.
Put the sister. Are you saying put the sister?
Put the fiance in the deep fryer if he came up and was like, low-key.
Well, this is theoretical. Would you want
yes,
to put the sister
put-
in the deep fryer? Because the sister actually did this.
Why are we talking about this?
I think the sister needs to be drop-kicked violently. But if the fiance
Not
and the
violent.
This
sister
is a
Violence
school podcast.
Violence
Thank you very
is
much.
never the answer. PSA,
Violence
violence
is
is
never
never
the
the answer.
answer.
You can talk it out with words.
You can talk it out with words, and you don't have to put people in metaphorical deep fryers. Do you have one more story? Because I would like to cut this off before any more
Yeah,
hate
I
speech
do,
is
but I
spoken.
don't want to read it right now.
Yeah,
Can I read it?
Can I read
No.
it?
I'll read it.
No.
Why?
I'll read it.
Oh, we should
I'll
let
read it.
Julius read it because Julius has only read one out of
Fine,
the
yeah.
Okay,
two
okay.
others that we read. Oh, so then it makes
Oh
it
wait,
even.
no, this one's really long.
Okay.
It's fine.
I'm a quick
And
reader.
okay, it's also about a wedding.
Ooh,
Oh.
yup. Bring it on.
You have to
Okay.
screenshotted it.
Am I the butthole for insisting? Oh, my sister asked if her new boyfriend can come to my wedding. What?
Okay, honestly, first reviews. That depends on how like the boyfriend was, but I'm gonna say no.
This is a really small phone. Okay.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
gonna
I have a
reread
mini.
this thing in my head. Okay. Am I the butthole for insisting my sister ask if her new boyfriend can come to my wedding? What?
No, you're not.
No, what?
I lied.
Why is this an issue?
Why is the sister asking for my guest list for my wedding, my special day?
My
No,
wedding?
no.
What?
The person is asking the person whose wedding it is insisting that their sister ask their boyfriend to also come to the wedding.
So they're the one who wrote the post.
Yes.
The one who's getting married wrote the post.
Yes.
And they're saying telling the sister that they have to ask her if the new boyfriend can be invited to the wedding, just in case other people were confused, as have I.
Okay, read it.
You read ahead, didn't you?
Oh, it
No,
was.
you didn't.
Okay, look, I saw one word and then it was.
Okay,
You know that.
just go.
Just go.
That was so mean to me. My wedding is coming
You
up in
shushed
5
me like
weeks.
9 times during the podcast.
I'll drop kick you.
Then do
My-
it.
Give me a second. I'm reading this. My partner, 33 male, and I, 34 female, have tried to keep it under 65 people due to the venue cap and to keep it intimate. And only very close friends and family have been invited, with the final RSVP date occurring late December. All right. Any thoughts so far?
No, just continue reading. That's my
Okay.
thought.
Okay. My sister, 33 female, who I have a complicated relationship with, has been dating someone for 6 to 7 months. 36 question mark male, so she's not sure. Which is
Oh, this is
bit
the
worrying.
sister, not the one who's dating him. Okay.
yeah.
Continue.
And has recently introduced him to my family. I've only had 3 interactions with him, with him at family events, and get this. And at every single one of them, he has managed to insult me, say something verging on racist, or make a racial stereotype, which I find inexcusable. So why do you want him there? Why do you want him there?
I think this person might have messed up their own title because I'm confused.
Yeah.
No, that's the sister who wants the boyfriend there.
No,
No, it's
insisting.
still-
It's me telling my sister to ask her boyfriend to come.
Let me
look,
read this.
Read it. Read it.
Am I the butthole for insisting my sister ask if her new boyfriend... No, that's if the sister can ask the bride if he can come to the wedding.
No, it's
Yes, it
asking her
is.
boyfriend.
Ask if her new boyfriend can come to my wedding. The bride asking the sister...
Am I the butthole? Am I?
No, that's
butthole
if
for
the bride is
insisting?
saying that the sister has to ask the bride if the boyfriend can come.
No.
Yes, it is. Am I the butthole for insisting my sister ask? Which means that she's saying you have to
Oh!
ask if
Wait.
the sister's boyfriend can come to
Then
her
word
wedding.
it better.
Okay, yeah, I get it now. Yeah, ask if her boyfriend can. Yeah, okay.
There has to be one smart person per podcast, and it's not them.
It ain't you for sure.
Well, who's the one who can
Jennifer
understand?
Coolidge gets paid to be stupid. You
Oh
do it
my
for free.
God. You can stop that right now.
My parents saw
I
me
will
saw
not
my proposed
tolerate
seating
that
plan
hate
for the wedding
speech.
2 months ago.
Oh.
A mistake on my part for showing them. Yeah, let's be real. And asked where my sister's new boyfriend's place is. I told him there wasn't one.
Oh my God.
Cooked.
Get rid of him.
Cooked. Send him to the deep fryer.
Can we stop talking about this deep fryer, please?
I need a deep fryer in one of these podcasts. Just cook while I'm playing music. I told them there wasn't one, and they proceeded to tell me that my sister has already organized accommodation for them both, and the evening of the wedding. It is not a destination wedding. They all live 25 minutes from the venue, and told him he was invited.
So the people not brides told him that he was invited.
Let me
Get rid
get
of
this
him.
straight. The sister accommodated something for a wedding that's not her wedding? I'm sorry. And this boyfriend, why is the sister with him?
He broke.
If
He
he's
make racist comments.
yes, if he keeps doing that,
There's no way.
How
There's
can you,
no
like-
other like.
how can you stay with a person if they're being that crappy?
There's no way to justify it. That's like the end of it. Get rid of him. Anyways, continue.
She's preparing to throw him into the deep fryer. I'm telling you. At this point in time, I had met the man twice, and they only began dating after the invitations have been sent out. So they dated after the invitations been sent out. So no, there's no excuse. Why would you accommodate for someone who wasn't even there to be?
And also, the OP said that there was a limited number of people allowed to go to the wedding. So, if you really want him there, let him sit on your lap.
Wait, no. So hold on. The sister was dating somebody for 6 or 7 months prior. Did that one break up? So now after the invitations were sent out, she started dating a new guy?
No. They only started dating after the invitation.
There was no other
This
guy
bad
before.
guy.
So they
bad
weren't
guy.
even dating. Oh.
They've had this wedding planned out for a hot minute, like 2 weeks later.
Oh, okay, I get
then
it.
they started dating,
Now let's
and then they met 3 times over being racist.
Okay,
which
let's
is
go.
Crazy.
let's go.
At this point in time, I asked my parents why they thought he would be invited. No one even asked, as no one even asked if he was. My parents have told me that it doesn't matter my feelings on the matter. Deep fryer!
Burn them now.
That family is important, and he needs to be invited.
He's not family. He's a random guy you picked up off the street with no money, no house, no morals.
If family is important, then they should understand that making racist comments and stuff to anyone is unacceptable.
She picked up a garbage baby. That's not family. That is a garbage
Okay.
baby. You found it.
The only thing
Next
I've
to the
requested in
dumpster.
all of this is that I tell my sister that she needs to actually have a conversation with me and to ask if he can come. This is reasonable.
So you're
like,
making your parents
this
stand
is-
on your own business?
This is generous compared to like what's going on. Like if they invited me, like
I just say
invited,
no.
I'd be like, well, no, regardless, it's my wedding.
He can't come.
You're asking for like,
I'd uninvite her. I'd
You're-
uninvite the sister.
yeah, you're asking so little
And
of
the
these
parents at this
people,
point.
and then they just completely stomp all over that. It may sound silly or controlling, but
Nope.
I have a bad taste in my mouth about the whole situation, and I
As
want to
you
feel
should.
like myself and my partner have some semblance of a decision in this matter, which you do. Don't let your parents decide.
Nobody else has a decision.
Yep.
It's just you
My
choose.
partner doesn't like this man, based, and he has said that he doesn't want him at the wedding.
That he's
Marry
not at the
him.
wedding, period.
Oh, wait.
Period.
Marry him. They get married. My partner doesn't like this man, doesn't want him at the wedding, but will compromise if I choose to invite him. Green flag, green flag. Okay, look, even if you,
Oh.
beautiful man, not inviting him would be going to scorched earth at this stage.
If I was the bride,
Would it
put the
though?
ring on the
I don't
finger right
know.
now.
I don't think so.
Right here.
We can do this 5 weeks early. I'm just saying. So I am veering on the side of extending the invite as long as she asks. You're being
No.
too generous to these people. While my parents are not funding any part of this wedding,
Then why
I
should
don't.
they have a say?
Yep. Wait, run that back one more time.
Then why should they have a say if they're not funding it?
Exactly. I don't want to cause any more of a rift than already exists. Maybe they shouldn't have started the rift. I already struggle so much with my family due to past emotional neglect and not really receiving emotional support when I have really needed it and asked for it.
I'm
Based.
going to say this as calmly as I can. If my partner, the person I'm getting married to, has stuck with me through all of this and still wants to get married to me after this, give me a cocktail dress. Give me a cocktail dress and a ring pop. I will sign that marriage license literally at a McDonald's drive-thru. Marriage right now.
At a Denny's.
Not
Okay.
even a Denny's. Give me a Waffle House.
But get this.
People fighting in the back.
My current and past partners have also found
Right there.
my family emotionally draining, which is crazy that you go like who knows how many exes and they're all like,
Stay
let's
with,
be real.
stay with that
family's
person,
right.
please.
Yeah. Okay.
Stay with that person for all of our sanities.
That's a keeper. I'm glad they're getting married.
Keeper, I would literally
But
like
they
lock
are
you
my
in my
family.
house.
They are my family. Wait, hold on. Oh, you screenshotted this weird. My partner's friends and his family all think that the assumption of this virtual stranger can come in is rude, and my parents think that it'd be rude to, right here,
My parents think it would be rude to not,
Not
invite him.
him. So am I the butthole for my one request that my sister asked me if he can come and not just assume that he is already invited?
No.
You
No.
are it.
You
You
are
are
it.
Can
and
we
a
can we all
half.
say that the parents are the ick
No.
on 3?
They are.
No, the racist guy's the it.
They all icky.
They're all icky. They're all icky.
All
okay,
right.
3, 2, 1. Ick.
All right. Furthermore, you
You
are
were the
the
word
super it.
furthermore.
You are the super it of the story.
And so's your fiance.
Exactly. This dude is goated.
I
Honestly.
think
see
the
why you're
dude
getting married in
the
5
dude
weeks.
is the dude is the it girl.
Yeah.
The husband, it girl. It girl. He's the it girl of the
Was there
story.
an update?
Is there?
But
No.
to really add to this, you can tell that she really does want to have a relationship with her family, and I can tell that's one of the only things she's ever actually wanted, and she wants to have her family there for her special day. And not only did they not treat her well for the entirety of her life, they're not treating her well now, and she just wants to have a relationship with them, and I really feel for her on that part. I'm trying not to add a Wendy Williams quote in here, but it's really hard right now because what I'm thinking of is
Out
shout
to
out
everybody
you
with
folks
social anxiety. I
Yeah,
kind of feel
bad
sorry for you.
guys.
Oh, yeah.
But back to this. No, you have such like a gift given to you for being able to get married to someone like this, and your family, they don't deserve you, because you're trying so hard to forge a relationship with them, and
They clearly
they don't
want
want the
Yeah.
relationship there. The only thing that they want is that they want to have that sister. I think, personally, that this is a really sad story. This is a sad story, and you're not the bad guy. And I don't think in any way, shape, or form you should think you're the bad guy, because stuff like this happens to people, and they end up thinking they're the bad guy and caving in. Good on you for standing your ground, and good on you for confiding in your partner who also agreed with you on this. Good on you. And honestly, you're not the bad guy. And if you need a good hug or someone to officiate the wedding, I will literally become what's the name of those people?
Pastor.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, don't you have to be like get a registration?
Yeah,
Oh,
minister.
I will become a registered minister just to give you the marriage, and I will provide the rings. Granted, they will be ring pops or like the spider rings you get on Halloween, but I will provide the rings and the marriage license.
Ethan's at the wedding. He's officiating it.
I'll bring the ring
I announce
bearer.
you It Man and It Girl.
I
I
announce
will-
you it girl and it girl.
I volunteer to be the ring bearer, and Jules will be the flower girl.
Jules would be the flower girl.
Anyway, I think that about wraps up
Um,
the first episode of Ooh,
Oh,
That's
this about wraps up one of the episodes because, fun fact in case you didn't know, we did film an episode before this, but it kind of looked a little janky. So we may or may not be posting that to our podcast place, wherever it's going, because we have yet to decide that yet. But it was a little bit janky, so I think this gives an it. I'm giving this episode an it.
It.
So
was a little chaotic, but we made
it's
it.
a little chaotic. I really want to say a big shout out to Julius. Thank you for being the girly pop icon you are every single day, and we hope to have you on further episodes.
And Jules is it.
Jules is it.
Jules is it.
I think that should okay. So this about wraps up this. So thank you guys for coming to Ooh, that's not it. Thank you guys. Peace out, y'all.